Hi, this is Tony with CookOut Roasters. We've already gone over some of the spices and seasoning for the roasted pig. What we have here is a carcass of a 60-pound pig, about 30 kilos, 27 to 30 kilos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare the pig for the roaster by deboning. Now what you'll see on the table are some of the essential pieces of equipment. First is the steel, black-handled steel, chef's knife, and we've got the boning knife and then a cleaver. We'll be using all four during the deboning process, and we'll get this pig ready to go on the spit. I've already separated some of the ribs to give me better access to the carcass and to the interior of the carcass from the backbone. And what I'm going to do is start going back against each one of these ribs, cutting back right down to the backbone, where I'll separate it from the cartilage and then remove the bone. So I'll need the boning knife and the cleaver. So don't forget, sharpen your boning knife. So I've already started cutting back the ribs from the rib cage. So as you can see, what I've done is I've cut some of the cartilage and the flesh away from the top of the bone. You'll see that white bit. You want to get the meat off of that so you can play with the bone a bit. Now what I'm trying to do is, as I go down the bone, I try to take as little flesh as possible. I try to leave as little flesh as possible on the bone, because that's all important. Then you can see how easy the bone is to take off. That goes into our stock pot. So it's not that bad actually, but again, it's really important to have a sharp knife. Mind the fingers. Just like most boning of larger animals, it can be quite dangerous if you're not careful with the knife. And using a dull knife makes the task harder and more dangerous. Thought I'd show you something else as well. As you can see, I've starting to score the bone. And you'll see the butchers, they'll use sort of a backhanded motion, and that helps to separate the bone from that the silver skin. What you want to be careful of is not to pierce the fat layer, but it's not a big deal. If you do pierce it, it's not a big deal. You just if the hole's not too big, you can just pull it together and it'll be okay. So when you're pulling that meat off, be very, very careful. Again, watch the fingers. Try to get as close. Just follow the bone. And you can't go wrong. So, and there it is.